Hello students, yeah, good morning all of you. A warm welcome to the Computer Networks online session. So this is the first class in the online mode. So just we completed two classes there in physical mode. So on that time, some of the students are missing the introduction part of unit number 1 and what computer network is, and what is the importance of computer network in computer science area. So before going to start the session, just we will watch the handout of computer networks. Here is the course handout from the computer network subject. We already discussed there in our first physical mode class, which is one of the important area in computer science. So that is computer networks. So there onwards, you will learn some important networking points, uh, some important protocols there in computer network subject. So this is the course handout of computer networks. So this is the course title computer networks. So this is the course code C310 is our code. This is our regulation or 16 regulation you guys belongs to. Yeah, myself, Mr. Y. Leela Krishna, and our module coordinator is Mr. B. Ramakrishna sir. This is my contact number, and if you have any queries there, you can ping me by using this mail ID. So in generally, before going to discuss the computer network subject, so we have a bit knowledge on data communication, but you guys doesn't know about data communication due to in this regulation R16 there is no data communication subject is there. In the previous regulations, the data communication subject is available before computer networks, but no problem. So here in the unit number 1, we will discuss some introduction part of data communication. Later we discuss the computer networking introduction part. So this is the course description of computer networks. So in this course, you will learn about the data communications and network architectures and communication protocols, data link control, medium access control, some introduction to the local area network, metropolitan area networks, and networking wide area networks, an introduction to the internet, and what is the different reference models, OSN, TCP/IP reference models. That's what we discussed in the earlier. So the networking is the very most important one aspect in the computer science. So you guys started studying from this semester about the networking. So how the networking is done. So what are the need for protocols? How the TCP/IP connections are establishing. How the communication is establishing between client and servers. So client server communication establishment. So data transmission between the client to the server to the client. So that what we covered here in this computer network subject, as well as in this semester we have a lab called the network programming lab. There we covered some topics. So how we have our learning activities are as usual classroom lectures and some assignments given by me and quiz sessions and these the PowerPoint presentations. Some YouTube video lectures that what I'm preparing now. So YouTube video lectures by using these methodologies you can learn well this computer network subject. Yeah, I think you know the assessment method. I think you guys are there in third year. So this is the how the end exams for 70 marks and internal exams for 30 marks. So these are the course objectives of computer networks. So to understand state of art in the networking protocols, architecture and applications, process of networking research, and constraints and constraints thoughts process for networking research and problem formulation of approach and analysis. So these are some course objective designed by the those who prepared the syllabus. We follow the standard syllabus of R16 of JNU Kakinada. So that's why these are the objectives prepared by them. So these are the outcomes prepared by me. That what we learn here, you guys what learned here if in the computer networks in this semester. After completion of this course, you are able to know about the. So these are the some COs. There are total 6 COs are there for this subject. So CO1 is, so you can summarize the basic concept of data communication and networking and interpret design issues of data link layer. So apply error detecting and correction. We can apply some methods for error detecting and correcting. So you can identify, after this course you guys are identify collision detection and apply avoidance methods, and you can describe about various IEEE standards, and you are able to learn analyze different routing protocols, how a packet is transmitting from one location to the another location, what are the different routing algorithms we applied for that, and you can illustrate the essential principles of different transport layer protocols. So that's what you guys are learned after the completion of this course. So you are good in this aspect. So these are the textbooks. This is a very much important point here. So what are the textbook you have to follow for this subject is this is a standard textbook Tenenbaum, so which is available there in our library. So Tenenbaum, David J. Wetherell, and Computer Networks, fifth edition mostly, which is preferable. And Computer Networks, a top-down approach. By her Farojan book is also good for these networks. So these are other some reference books for these computer networks. So how I can assess you? I think you guys know internal test, quiz, assignment, and university examinations are there for assessment, and is the syllabus. I'm already discussed in the earlier. So myself is the course coordinator, and module coordinator is Mr. P. Ramakrishna sir, and our program coordinator PC Zubair sir, and Aishwari Dr. K. Venkat Subbareddy sir. So this is the syllabus of computer networks. So unit 1, there is the introduction part of work. In generally here, the data communication introduction is not available in our syllabus. So data communication is not there in syllabus, but you want to know about what is communication, what is data communication, how data is transmitted from sender to the receiver, so how the communication channel is established, that what we discussed before starting of this computer network. So I'm already discussed it there in our first class in physical mode, but I will discuss later again whenever it's needed. So this is the syllabus introduction part. So you guys have to more focus on unit number 1. Why? Because so unit number 1 consisting of very less syllabus. So there are only 5 topics are there in unit number 1. Uh, what is the important unit, and as well as a smaller unit when compared with other units. So this is a introduction part, and second one. So from here onwards, different layers we studied as like units. So physical layer, data link layer, some part of data link layer, design issues of data link layer, and physical layer we got studied here in the unit number 2. And in unit number 3, again data link layer, and unit 4 MAC, medium access control, and unit 5 different data issues and network layer. We covered network layer here, and unit number 6 belongs to transport layer and application layer. I think you guys already understood. So what computer network is majorly consisting of. So which is the layer based architecture. So the different layers are there. So if you covered all the layers, then only you guys are good in computer networks. So what is the role of physical layer? What is the role of data link layer? What is the role of network layer? What is the role of transport layer, presentation layer, session layer, and application layer? The total several layers are available there in computer networks. So along with the TCP/IP sword and UDP protocol, some other different protocols are there. So every layer consisting of some amount of protocols. I think we already discussed about the protocol then in our first physical lecture. So a protocol is nothing but a set of rules. Like if both are following the same rules, then only it will good for the communication. For that purpose, we already discussed one example. If two people are communicating, say if they both are using same language, then that is good for the communication. Otherwise, one guy is speaking one language and the other guy doesn't know about that particular language. Automatically, the path is established, but communication is not established. So that is in that way, say protocol is needed. Protocol is a set of rules. So we covered some important protocols here in the computer networks. Okay, right? So we already discussed about the textbook. So Tenenbaum and Farosan is the some standard textbooks. So these are some zero mapping, the lesson plan. So how many hours are needed? So from today onwards, I think most probably the classes are there in online mode. So you have to follow regularly the videos. Then only you can easily understand the concepts. So total 60 hours is needed. No problem. We will cover within the time. So these are some important questions. Uh, I collected it from the previous question papers. Some important questions. So I will share this handout. I think it is available then in our KHIT website also. So you can go through it. So these are the important questions for every unit. So these are some very important useful links, NPTEL links. So I recommend some other books rather than Tenenbaum and Farojan, which is also useful to you to become good and strong in networks. That is, these are some other textbooks which are also good to learn networks well. So this is the course handout, will prepared by me. So which will be approved by our module coordinator Ramakrishna sir and as well as our program coordinator Zubair Basha sir. So now we are slightly move on to the unit number 1. Right? Yeah, this is the computer networks. Unit number 1. So what is meant by computer networks? First, we want to know about the basic thing about the networking. What is meant by network? So a computer network is a set of devices connected by communication links. Set of device. So these set of devices connected by a communication link. So if you guys are observe this diagram, you can clearly understood what the network is. So here the node can be a computer or printer or any other device capable of sending or receiving data generated by other nodes on the network. So here the node may be a computer, a node may be a printer or any other device. So these all devices are connected and acting as a single unit, then only call it as a network. So a computer network is a set of devices connected by a communication links. In other words, a network is nothing but a group of devices connected together and working as a single unit. Then it is called it as computer networks. Here the device may be, and here the node may be. It may be a computer, or it may be a printer, or it any other device capable of. The device is capable of. So you can understand here the main point. So n number of device, but every device has a capability of either sending or receiving data generated by the other nodes on the network, right? So these are the basics of computer networks. What are the required for this networking environment? So I think you guys all know about the router. So a wide router for a wide communication channel, and a wireless router is required for wireless communication path, and a hub is needed, a bridge and a switch. I think you guys observed this in our laboratory. So switch and wireless bridge, these are the basics of computer networks, which are very most needed to know about the networking area and to transmitting data from one location to the another location. So first, a node. A node can be a computer or some other, already we discussed in the earlier part. A node can be a computer or some other device such as printer that can either receive or create or store or send data along distributed networking routers. So this is the router. So these are the end devices are connecting to the router that can receive or create or store or send data along distributed networking routers from one location to another location. Say work group. A work group is a peer-to-peer network using a common software, and a work group allows all participating and connected systems to access shared resources such as files, system resources, and printers. So I think there is one example for this. So there are multiple systems are there. So all the systems are connected to the network. There only one printer is available for those. For example, five systems are there. So five systems are there. There only one printer is available. But here the printer and systems are connecting to the same network. Is it possible to print from each system to the printer? So it is possible. Why? Because that is a sharing area between all the four devices and the printer. Why? Because all these five devices and the printer all in the same network. So it is possible to give a print from a system among those. So a work group is a peer-to-peer network using common software. A work group allows all participating and connected systems to access shared resources such as files, system resources, and printers. So, for one more example, you guys are sitting in our computer laboratory. It may be a ground floor or first floor lab. So, internet is not available. Is it possible to share a file from system number 1 to system number 32? Yes, it is possible. Why? Because in our college, all the systems are there in one particular network. So, a network is established between whatever the systems are there in our college. So without internet, if you guys are using network, you can easily transmitting. That means you can share a files from one location to the another location. The location may be within your network. Okay, right? Yeah, networking. So networking is a process of communication between two or more remote parties that involves the connection of computers, media, and networking devices, and host is a network. Host is a computer or other device connected to a computer network. So we are already discussing about the networking. Networking is a process of communication between two or more remote parties that involves the connection of computers, media, and networking devices. So if the two remote parties is needed for the networking, and host. A network host is a computer or other device connected to a computer network. But already we discussed one condition there. That device must either send or receive data. So there is a possibility of it can either transmit, either sending or receiving a device is needed for this network host is a computer. So a network host may offers information resources, services and applications to users or other nodes on the network. So here we discuss about the workstations. A workstation is a computer dedicated to a user or a group of users engaged in business or professional work. We guys all are using workstations. It includes one or more high resolution displays and a faster processor than a personal computer. So a useful for distributed computing. So different from PC. It may be faster and more capable. So we guys are using personal computer, but coming to the workstation, it is a computer but dedicated to a user or group of users engaged in business or professional work. So it includes one or more high resolution displays and a faster processor when compared with the personal computers what we are using, right? See, it performs well. It is very much faster and more capable when compared with our personal computers. So these are some advantages of networking: easy communication, file and data and information sharing, resource sharing, increase storage capacity, and it reduces cost and it saves a lot of time. So these are the advantages of networking. Once again, I am repeating: easy communication, file, comma, data and information sharing. That was the example we discussed in the earlier. So from system number 1 to system number 32, we can share the data easily. So without internet. So resource sharing, increase storage capacity and reduce cost and saves time. So network is classified into two groups: network hardware and network software. So these are the different types of connections: P2P, client server. Okay, we will discuss it in next session. Okay, thank you very much. So in this session, we discussed about the course handout of computer networks and what we learned in computer networks, what is the need to study in computer networks, and some introduction part to the computer networks. In later class, we will discuss the classification of networks and how the data communication is established there in networks. Okay.